Thank you, Phil, for your kind words. Thank you, everybody, for coming here today. Thank you for your support and being with us, and being able to come here today and pray with us. Really appreciate it. So my vocation story begins back in December 11, 2008. I remember dressing up as St. Juan Diego for the first time. Every year, my family took me to the shrine of Our Lady Guadalupe. The reason behind this tradition was deeply personal. During my mother's 8th-month checkup, doctors discovered that my heartbeat was slowing down. They needed to deliver me right away by a C-section because it was a high-risk situation. My mom and my life was in a real double jeopardy. So, for the first 15 minutes of my life, I could not breathe. So the doctor said that I wouldn't survive. But by the grace of God, everything went well. And from there on, I grew up in a very Catholic family. My family was small. It was simply my mom, my dad, and I. We came from a small town. You might have heard it by Phil. It's called Chicago. So we grew up renting on basements. We didn't stay down very long in each apartment. So we had to move from house to house, apartment from apartment. Through this, I had to learn in school about colors, what to wear, what not to wear, so I would not be mistaken by a gang member in Chicago. Despite that, and through all the hardships in Chicago, my family and I attended every single Sunday at Mass. However, the faith was not the center of our life. It was soccer. I had a potential to sign a contract with a Mexican soccer team called Pumas in Mexico City proper. But that's when my mom said, you are 11 years old and you haven't done your first communion. So you have to give up soccer so you could go to CCD classes. My dad and I were really mad that day. It was not. So I did as she said, and I decided also to start altar serving. During that time, I met a great priest called Father Manuel Dorantes from Chicago. And he asked me for the first time, hey, Jose, have you ever thought about being a priest? And I right away said, no, I have not. But I'll give it a try. Later on in my life, in 2016, on March 7th, my father turned 42. 2 weeks later, he went to the hospital. And on June 16, 2016, my father passed away. May he rest in peace, José González. At just 13 years old, I did not know what to do. My father was a big person in my life, and I didn't have a father figure. However, during that week of his passing, my father received his first confession, as well as his first and only Holy Eucharist. From that time of grieving, the Lord showed me his love and mercy through Father Manuel, by Father Manuel being with us during this hard time. That was when I noticed that through him, in the power of the priesthood, that collar is truly a light in the darkness. He saved me from taking a different path in my life. He helped me to stay in the church instead of going away from the church and joining a street life and potentially joining a gang in Chicago. But through that, I'm very thankful for him because he helped me to make that choice. Throughout high school, I continued to discern what God is calling me to do. I started praying the Holy Rosary, and through it, the Lord and Our Lady made it clear, you should give priesthood a try. I felt a strong desire to go back to Mass and receive the Eucharist and seek mercy through confession. The fruits of deepening these sacraments was the aid to decide to help and to decide to apply to seminary. And I was accepted, and I thank God for that. Through my time here, I can confidently say that Our Lady has led me to this place. The seminary has given me so much: a father figure in God the Father, the strong intercession of St. Joseph, a strong formation, and a strong spiritual director. As well as I grew up here, I always wanted to have a brotherly love, and as an only child, I really desired that. And thanks be to God, I have 107 brothers here, which I'm really thankful about. And through that, all I can say is that I'm very grateful for SJV and for you benefactors for supporting me through my last 4 years. I'm excited to share that I'll be going to Monoline Seminary this upcoming fall. And all I can say is, thank you, Jesus. Praise be Jesus Christ.